This podcast was recorded on the traditional lands of the Gadigal and Wangal peoples of the Eora Nation, the sovereignty of which was never ceded. We pay our respects to their elders, past and present, and extend that respect to all First Nations people. This always was and always will be Aboriginal land.
Poster Boys. Wow.
Hey guys, Editor Harry coming at you real quick before we start the episode. Recording this on my phone because I cannot be bothered to plug in a microphone. Just want to let you know there are two things about this episode. Actually, three things. First of all, great episode. Second of all, there were some technical issues in the first, I'm going to call it half of the episode. So Stacey's mic was dropping out. Turns out it was a bad cable. Don't worry, I've got rid of the cable. It's all good. It all gets fixed pretty quickly. But thank you for your patience while you suffer through that. And second of all, third of all, because I did a bit at the start. Third of all, there's a few times in this episode where I make reference to the film Infinity Pool, directed by David Cronenberg. Turns out that's incorrect. Infinity Pool was directed by Brandon Cronenberg, his son, which I knew. So every time you hear me say David Cronenberg in reference to Infinity Pool, please know that I actually meant to say Brandon Cronenberg. That's what I meant to say. And every time I say David Cronenberg in reference to Cosmopolis, that's correct and deliberate, and I've never made a mistake in my entire life. All right, anyway, enjoy the episode.
Welcome to Poster Boys.
That's Harry.
That's Stacey. And this is the podcast where we're watching every single film that Robert Pattinson has ever made, regardless of quality, availability, or if his character has any lines. We're getting more professional by the day. This is also the part of the podcast where we say, how have you been? As though we didn't already have the how have you been conversation about 20 minutes ago when I came to your house. But how have you been?
Look, I've been good.
Great.
Bit of a nightmare morning.
Oh no!
I had a nightmare. It was scary. It was Pilates-induced horror.
Pilates sounds scary to me.
Yeah.
Hold up. I think I may have fucked up the audio somehow.
Do we have to start again? I
Okay,
think
we are back. We are definitely confirmed back. You want to do another clap?
Sure. Oh, see, it was so good the first
It was good enough.
The first one is not going to get seen.
I think we got the intro.
Did we?
I hope so.
Do we do a backup one? Just in case.
Yeah, okay, so here's a backup intro. 3, 2, 1. Welcome to Poster Boys. That's Stacey.
That's Harry.
This is the show where we're watching every single film that Robert Pattinson has ever made, regardless of quality, availability, or if his character has any lines. Yeah, you guys may have heard that already. Or this might be the fresh intro. We have no way of knowing.
We'll let Editor Harry fix that up, because that is beyond my skill set.
So, Stacey, what's been your favorite part of video content so far?
Noticing how atrocious my posture is, and also how much I move. Sit still. Like,
be still.
Be still, young thing. I noticed that as the film went on, I was like edging closer and closer. By the end of Bellamy, I was basically on Bellany.
Sure. The thing is, I have that effect on people.
Yeah.
I just raw animal magnetism.
It is,
it's why
magnetic.
stray cats follow me around in the street.
Yeah.
Like I have a pocket full of dead fish, which I do, but for separate reasons. My favorite thing was how obvious it was that I cut my own hair, because you could really see those little fluffy bits that I can't get.
They were intentional.
Oh, the little puby bits on the back of my neck. That was intentional.
I don't know.
Clearly. But yeah, no, video content going strong. Yeah. Cool. So, what are we watching today?
We are watching Cosmopolis.
Cosmopolis.
I'm assuming that's how you say it, not Cosmopolis. I don't know.
Cosmopolis feels right to me.
And our love line says, riding across Manhattan in a stretch limo.
Hold up.
Hello? Riding across Manhattan in a stretch limo in order to get a haircut, a 28-year-old asset manager's day devolves into an odyssey with a cast of characters that start to tear his world apart.
Oh.
What's an asset manager?
Someone who manages
If you say assets, I'm kicking you out.
resources. I don't know. I think it's one of those corporate jobs that isn't real and doesn't exist.
Yeah.
And you get paid like 18 figures for?
Yeah.
1 second. Third clap. All right.
I thought you were grabbing my hand. I went to hold your
We will get through.
Watch that back, and you're gonna see me go to grab your hand and then get embarrassed.
We will get through these audio issues together.
That's why I thought you were holding my hand.
No, I didn't realize you needed my emotional support that badly. But it's okay that you do. Vulnerability is so important in this day and age.
Let yourself feel your emotions.
Anyway,
yeah, asset manager. Like it's like when people say, I don't know, think of it like, you know, you meet someone or like someone's partner, or usually someone's partner, because the people that I meet all do either my job or a strand of my job. Oh, they're like, I'm an investment manager.
So you're cutting out again? Let's go with that for the moment.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Investment manager.
It's going to be great to edit this intro. But yes, you meet someone's pastor, they say they're pastor. You meet someone's pastor and they say they're an investment manager, which is strange because they thought you were a priest.
I thought you were a priest.
Pastor? You barely know her.
Really know her. Yeah, so, an asset manager.
Mm-hmm.
What do they do in their day-to-day?
I don't know. It's a fake job, doesn't make sense, isn't real. God, you're gone again.
No.
We'll be back. Fourth clap. Okay. What the fuck were we saying?
We were talking about asset. Oh yeah, I was gonna say, I'd rather someone be like, "Oh God, she's a podcaster or she's an influencer," than be like, "Oh, she's an asset manager," because at least people know what a podcaster does,
and they know that it's useless and has no value add to society.
Correct.
But with an investment manager, you're like, are you doing something worthwhile? And the answer is no, to be clear.
So he's on his way to get a haircut. He's 28. Oh, God. So young.
I remember those days.
Last year.
Oh, to be 28. Actually, no, 28 was whatever.
Yeah.
Actually, no, 29 is the most, thus far, is the most whatever year.
Yeah?
It's like, feels like it should just be 30.
Yeah. I agree. I'm so ready to be 30.
I wouldn't say I'm ready, but I accept that it's going to happen soon.
I think I'm ready. Because I've heard that when you turn 30, you stop caring.
Yeah.
You did your 20s, whatever, and now you're like, okay, well, I know a bit more about the world after the last decade.
You do go from being like, late 20s to being like...
Early
30s.
Yeah.
I'm young again. Which I can get behind.
I can get behind that. So it is a thriller fantasy that wait, no. So, hang on. I'm so sorry. I've been reading off the Prime Video synopsis.
Yeah.
The synopsis for IMDb is 11 words. And it says, a 28-year-old billionaire senses his empire collapsing around him.
That's very different.
That's very different.
That's a lot more like...
It's Bella's birthday party all over again.
Yeah, one is like, there's cast of kooky characters, and the other one is like, capitalism will be the death of us all.
The reason I hesitated, is because when I Googled the film, it said thriller/fantasy. Then I went on the IMDb and it says crime, drama, mystery, thriller.
Sure.
Then on Prime it says drama, suspense.
Well, I don't know what I'm going to get.
I don't know either.
Can I confirm a thing I think I knew?
Yeah.
Is the director for this film David Cronenberg?
Yes.
Okay. I've seen one David Cronenberg film.
What else has he directed?
Well, he directed a film called Infinity Pool, which wasn't very good. It was fine. It was whatever. My question for you is, how are you with blood and gore and violence on screen?
Fine.
That is good news. Because David Cronenberg...
Yeah, he loves it.
I don't know if it's going to come up in this film. He famously loves a bit of body horror.
Okay.
The Fly, Jeff Goldblum gets his DNA spliced with a fly.
Oh.
He directed that.
Okay.
I don't know how that's going to dovetail with billionaire watching his empire collapse.
In a limo on the way to get his haircut. Oh, well, I've just scrolled down the IMDb and it's got like all the videos and stuff. Then there's a clip that is 5 minutes, 51 seconds that is called Smell Me. So I think what you said checks out. I think.
Well, I'm worried that we're not watching the film. We should be watching it on Smell-O-Vision.
No!
Like the Shrek 4D experience.
Oh my god, yes.
At Movie
So
World
good.
or whatever.
So good. I went to the one in Florida and I remember this moment where Donkey sneezes and like everyone gets sprayed on.
Well, let's see if we can emulate that today.
Yeah.
If anyone sneezes on screen, I'm
just-
sneezing in real life.
I'll just have a little spray bottle. I'll just...
No, I think I have
You can
supreme
sneeze on demand.
control of my sinuses.
That's a
on
good
command,
skill to have.
at will.
And the rating is 5.1.
5.1, I feel like is a lot of the time horror films are like,
Is this a horror?
I have no idea. I mean, it's David Cronenberg, so it's going to go buck wild, and
Yeah.
there's going to be smells involved. I think they tend to have a lower score simply because people are like,
I wasn't scared.
or people are like, it was gross, I hated it, very unpleasant, my child is crying. My daughter loves Twilight.
Yeah.
And she was very unhappy with the way this film went. She saw blood, but not in a sexually coded context.
You are so ready to be like a middle class mother.
I'm halfway there.
Which half?
You know, let's leave some things a mystery. Anyway, what are you expecting?
You said, oh yeah, it's a film about he's in a limo the whole time or something.
Yeah.
So I was thinking it's going to be like some like boring like business like action like.
No, it's just he's just taking a business call for an hour and a half.
And he's going to his haircut appointment.
Yeah.
But I'm intrigued. I do like a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
I do like a horror, a good horror. And we haven't really seen him in this kind of role before.
I don't think he's ever played a rich person. Straight up. Well, I guess Edward Cullen probably counts. They've got assets.
Yeah.
But
do they have an asset manager? Is he playing the Cullen's asset manager?
Yeah, the long lost Cullen cousin.
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm expecting. I'm expecting smells, bloods, haircuts.
Well, now that I've seen that there's a clip that says that's called "Smell Me," that goes on for nearly 6 minutes. It's just him being
There's
insistent.
at least 6 minutes worth of smells.
Yeah, he's just insistent for 6 minutes, going, "Smell me, smell me."
And hey, there's only one way to find out.
Yeah,
Shall we?
I think we shall. He looks good in a suit.
He looks very, very chic.
He's quite charming.
Is he?
He has got me like,
Really?
yeah. Which is probably, I need to unpack that with a therapist.
You cannot fix him. Okay? He'll always value his assets and their management over you.
This is so true.
You have your mother's breasts.
And you would know how?
Great stand-up tits.
In that they tell jokes.
Oh. She's doing the most
She's
and
doing
he's doing
so
nothing.
much.
I'm going to say too much.
She's also looking away from him. She doesn't be doing all that.
Oh no. What's the camera doing?
We're having a rough day out here in the studio.
You can't knock our determination problem solving skills.
I thought you'd be thrilled about the painting. One painting. You don't have an important Rothko. You've always wanted one. We've talked about this.
So he's a patron of the arts.
We need all the support we can get during these times.
I think he's a good guy, actually.
Are they still talking about currency?
Yes, the yuan is the currency of China. And you hate that.
I'm not into currency. It's not one of my interests. Maybe that's because I don't have any of it. Have you ever done
Camera's dying again.
Is it?
Your prostate is asymmetrical.
Is that normal? No, I'd assume that not all prostates are symmetrical. Are they? I bet that limo smells horrendous.
Oh, it must smell crazy in there.
Awful.
You smell of sex.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hunger you smell.
No, it's not.
Are you cheating on me? No, I'm hungry. That's why I smell like cum.
We want to have it.
Sex.
Scenes like this do sort of feel like they were written by a 12-year-old who
Yeah,
doesn't
it
really know
does.
what sex is.
Yeah.
It's true, you know. You do actually reek of sexual discharge.
Oh.
I don't like discharge.
I don't like the use of discharge there.
The glow of the screens. I love the screens.
You would love 2025. They are everywhere.
I'm sorry, as far as I can tell, that protest sign just says poverty. Are we for or against?
Well, they don't want you to know where they stand.
What in the f***ing Kendall Jenner?
The spectre of capitalism.
I appreciate that they were like, by the way, subtext, let's not bother. A spectre is haunting the world. Ooh, what could it mean? The spectre is capitalism.
They were literally.
Thank God, it was so unclear. What with the men throwing dead rats at the businessman?
Could you fly it?
Good and dead.
Oh, of course, he has a pilot's license. What is with rich people being like, oh, I have my pilot's license as well?
Yeah.
Stay on the ground. Do you not have enough?
Have to add 2020 vision to it as well. Ugh.
What?
Did you not know that?
What?
You have to have perfect vision to be a pilot.
Oh, I
Like-
thought you just meant rich people all had really good eyesight and you hated that.
That's the only reason I'm not a pilot. It's because
Otherwise, the sky's cold to
yeah,
me.
they do. They call to me like the ocean calls Moana.
Of all the analogies to make.
I can't be a pilot because I have reading glasses.
And in that way, I am like Moana.
Yeah.
If this ends up being the David Cronenberg's one non-violent film,
You'll be annoyed.
I'm going to be pissed. I need something to wake me up.
She kept her
Her little, like, leather waistcoat? She's a baddie. No pants, tits out, fully armed.
leather waistcoat.
What else does a girl need? The sun's gone down. Still hasn't had a haircut.
My prostate is asymmetrical.
No need to brag.
Yeah.
My personal fortune in the tens of billions is in ruinous convergence with this fact. And there's been a credible threat on my life.
My prostate is crazy. I'm dead broke. Someone's trying to kill me. Thoughts? Not to sound bloodthirsty. I want someone to be attacked or shot. I think that'll perk me back up.
You're desperate for some body horror.
I'm desperate for something to...
Happen.
Yeah.
Voice recognition.
That's right.
Voice recognition in your handgun. There's like people whose fridges can connect to Wi-Fi. For what reason?
I know.
Imagine you're trying to kill someone. It's like, sorry, I didn't quite get that.
Oh! Did he just...
He shot a security guard.
Using the security guard's voice recognition.
All right, now we're getting somewhere.
Is that what you wanted?
No, don't throw away the gun.
I need to leave.
He's had a haircut, so now what?
That's it. Eric Michael Packer! Oh, not his government name.
It's not the middle name. All right.
You're interested now.
I'm hoping to try to maybe attempt to be. I sort of regret eagerly leaning forward.
Feel that you'll be sat there for a while.
Yeah, it hasn't been justified so far as a movement.
Sit. We'll talk.
I'd like that.
No, don't talk.
That's all we do in this film is we sit and we talk and we have sex and then we sit somewhere else and we talk.
And baby, that's living.
I know. I agree.
I could use a tall beer. About now.
Brother, tell me about it. Don't threaten me with a good time.
I can't do this.
I don't want to do this anymore.
You okay?
I just saw that I got a text, and I just can't wait to check my phone. One thing you got to remember is there is a Spectre haunting society.
And that is?
The Spectre is capitalism.
Thank you for clarifying. I was not sure.
It's women's shoes. It's all the names they have for shoes.
Sorry, why are you turning this onto hatred against women?
Typical male revolutionary.
Yeah.
It's not fair that people get access to doctors more than other people. It's not fair that people have access to food more than other people. Sure. It's not fair that women can get so many shoes. You lost me a little bit there.
God.
You lost me.
I was there, and then I was so gone.
and then you. I was still there, but you were somewhere else.
Yeah. That was very silly.
Oh my god, he was as bored as we were, but he had a weapon with which to shoot his hand. God, thank God we don't have a gun.
I know.
Oh.
It'd be gone, be limbs everywhere.
My prostate is asymmetrical. So is mine.
Oh my God, we have so much in common.
Why do they keep mocking us with moments of vaguely interesting violence?
You just know that moment made the crew go.
Oh, because everyone forgot that there was going to be a gunshot in that take, so everyone went.
I wanted you to heal me.
Pull the trigger, Piglet. Pull the trigger, Piglet.
Oh, it's going to go to blackout. You know it is. You know it is.
I just wanted to go to something.
I told you.
Oh, thank God.
I knew it was going to go to blackout. What is that? Next up? Ghostbusters. No, thank you.
Wow, usually we ask if we're cutting the recording, but you stood up. You were done.
Oh! Oh my God.
Close call.
Jesus Christ. Can this day just draw to a close?
So we're back.
It's been very unhinged. I didn't even do a we're back.
No, instead you went, oh! I just popped a tit out. That'll get their attention.
It's called a hook. Haven't you heard of it?
A hook? I don't think it's shaped like that.
Okay, yes.
Well, we are back.
We are indeed.
We've come out the other side of Cosmopolis. We've eaten. We've had a light lunch.
Yep.
Thank.
You're losing your mind.
They started talking about lunch about 20 minutes in, and I was like, ooh.
Lunch.
Ooh. That was on the clock at about 1 p.m.
It's now 3:15.
Yeah, so we've been through. We've come out the other side.
Yep.
What are initial baseline, top line thoughts about Cosmopolis? I feel similarly, yeah.
Okay, look, I don't want to be negative, but I thought it was boring.
Look, I'll say this.
Yeah, go.
I would like to apologize to you and the viewers at home.
Okay.
Because when I saw that it was directed by David Cronenberg, which I think I only found out this morning when I was checking where the film was available for viewing, renting, or purchasing, I was like, oh, exciting. Like, famous thriller, body horror, experimental director. So when I came in and I was like, you know, how are you with spooky, scary, violent shit? And you were like, oh, perfectly fine. I was like, oh, let's buckle up, let's get it. And then this, I think, was David Cronenberg being like, ooh, what if those things that I'm known for, that I put in every one of my films. What if they weren't there? And
He's choosing now to have
to hold back?
Yeah.
So I would like to apologize to everyone who I got excited about the idea of watching some like ultra-violent, gory, crazy, buck wild, no hold barred sort of experience.
Yep.
Because that was not the experience we received.
Mm-mm. You can see what it's trying to do. It's trying to be this, like, you know, it's all set in this same limousine and these characters just kind of dip in, then they go, and like I can see what it's attempting to do.
Yeah.
Now, I think what it was lacking was a story in which to do that. Because, and again, I say it all the time, what happened?
This is very guilty of the what happened conundrum,
that we
as we've
are
come
in.
to call it.
I thought today we were going to get over that. I was like, okay, there's going to be a story here.
Yeah, that's a reasonable assumption to make.
Yeah, there was not.
There was just a lot of people talking in boring corporate jargon about the yuan.
For an hour and a half.
But hey, it was only an hour and a half.
Thank
It
God.
felt much longer because it was so slow and boring and because the camera kept dying.
And then the AirPods died, and then the wires died.
And then I was hungry.
And then you were hungry, and then the battery overheated, and yeah.
But imagine all that, plus it was more than an hour and a half.
Yeah.
You're dead on the floor.
That takes me back to Love and Distrust.
I was literally thinking that whole time. I was thinking, be like, it's not as bad as Love and Distrust, but ooh, it's in the same vein.
It's a close second.
It's a close. Jesus. All this like corporate jargon, like the yuan's high, the yuan's low. Let's bet everything on the yuan. Oh no, we lost all our money. I've just described it more interestingly than it occurred.
You did.
Because if it's meant to be satirical, I feel like it's meant to be satirical, right? Usually, when people say satirical, they mean satirical comedy.
Yes.
Because if it's not funny, then you're just showing something that you think is ridiculous.
Yep.
In ridiculous terms.
Yep.
But it's not funny.
No, it's not.
So what's the point? Like, yeah, I do think it's crazy that rich people talk like that. I got that.
I got that very early on, and it disengaged me.
Oh my God.
Do people talk like that? Do people that are asset managers talk like that?
Well, we didn't.
They still don't know what it is.
They didn't mention the term asset manager ever, not once. That could have been Amazon Prime
making assumptions,
editorializing.
Yeah.
Bezos.
Oh look,
his greatest crime.
A rich white man, yet again.
Editorializing. The real issue with Cosmopolis is the Amazon
love
synopsis.
line.
Jesus Christ! And then you know what I realized?
Yeah. Tell me.
So you know how I kept begging for some violence?
Yeah. It was getting a bit unnerving.
Narratively, obviously, not in the real world. You know what I wanted?
What did you want?
I wanted American Psycho. I wanted Fight Club.
Yeah.
Because those films are also about soulless corporate America.
Yeah.
Not so much Fight Club, but American Psycho, soulless corporate America as told through the eyes of a terrible person who's deeply entrenched in soulless corporate America.
Yeah.
But like, they had a bit of fun with it.
Yeah.
Shit happened. American Psycho, he's killing people left, right, and center.
Yeah. I went to see the musical when it was here.
Yeah? Body count? High?
Well, yeah.
Yeah.
Unsure if it needed to be musicalized.
Yeah, actually thinking about that, I don't know.
Unsure. But entertaining? Yes.
Great.
So, the aim was achieved. I was entertained for a brief period of time.
But he only kills one person, which is his head of security. Which is never really explained. Or maybe it is, but poorly. I don't know why he's like, bam, let's kill this dude.
Yeah, I don't know that.
I got so excited. Because this whole film is just been him in a limousine, begging his wife to have sex with him, and then having sex with women who weren't his wife.
Yeah. Which, Bellamy.
Yeah.
You just did that.
Well, actually, shockingly similar.
The parallels between these two films.
He definitely has thematic interests.
Yeah.
But then he shoots his head of security dead, and I was like, oh, it's happening. It's happening. He's going full bore, unhinged.
He's on a rampage.
Let the bodies hit the floor.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But then, no further bodies hit the floor.
No.
If you're trying to show me that capitalism begets violence, which it does, what you're going to need to do is show me some violence.
Yeah.
If that's the point you're making, that capitalism as expressed through like billionaire wealth fund asset managers is just as violent as like, you know, ordinary people having like a riotous protest, you're going to need to show me the violence.
You were on the edge of your seat because there was another gunshot and you were ready.
I was so ready.
And then we just fall into another conversation for 20 minutes. I mean, look, I'm a talkative gal. I love a conversation as much as the next person. But for a movie that was described as a thriller, I was not thrilled.
I was not thrilled. But also, I understood the point of the film within about 10 minutes.
Is that because of the signage that said, what did it say?
There was a spectre.
The spectre is...
There's a spectre haunting society.
The spectre is capitalism.
I cannot believe.
Thank you so much.
I cannot believe David Cronenberg was sitting there being like, yeah.
People might not get
That's
it.
the problem.
Yeah.
Is the theme of the movie isn't clear enough.
People won't understand it. We need to signpost it somehow. I know. Let's write what the film's about.
It's just...
in red lights.
Oh my God. But yeah, and also, are you being that... if you're out here trying to kill someone, you're a chatty Cathy.
Yeah.
And I think that's fine. You're out here... Let's say that you want to kill someone.
Chatty Cathy.
Let's say you want to kill someone, okay? We don't have to say who.
Okay.
We can talk about afterwards about who you'd pick. You have a gun. They're in your home.
Yep.
You have the opportunity to kill them. Do you strike up a conversation?
Probably not. Especially if you've been trying to kill them for how many years?
God knows.
He said a long time.
Well, he is 41. Prime number.
Probably, yeah. Yeah.
How old are you? I'm interested.
41.
Prime number.
What? A prime number. Oh my God. 41. A prime number. Like, what kind of reaction is he expecting? He's going to go, oh my God, you're so right. I don't get it.
There are interesting films within this film. Like, they're interesting ideas. A film set where it leans fully into the premise and is 100% entirely set inside of that limousine, and he never leaves it.
Yeah.
While like a huge riot is happening outside, and like society
people are coming in and out,
and like society is collapsing. I'll buy it.
Yep.
A film about a billionaire asset manager losing all his money while he can't do anything about it, and slowly like unraveling. I'll buy it. A film about a billionaire asset manager getting bored with his life and bored with his relationships, and so like halfway through the film decides to kill his head of security and develops a taste for blood and goes on a rampage. I'll buy it.
You'll buy it.
But it was none of those things.
No.
It set up all of those things and then didn't do any of them.
Yeah, I know. It eluded that those things were going to happen, and then they just have a conversation. A mundane, boring, empty conversation.
All the characters seemed really bored and disengaged with their lives. As a stylistic choice, sure.
Sure.
If the... This man has lost all of his money, if we are to believe the words that he said with his mouth.
Yeah.
Didn't seem like he cared that much.
No.
This man is about to get shot by a disgruntled poor person wearing a bath towel.
Oh, the towel.
On his head.
Get that towel off your head. You look ridiculous.
I cannot take you seriously as an assassin.
He looks ridiculous.
Well, not like a babushka.
You know that towel stinks as well. Get it off your head. You look foolish.
But you have a lot of feelings about this towel, and I support you in them. Why are you taking a huff of the towel?
I know, it stinks. Get it away from your face. I don't know why he's got a towel on his head, Harry. I can't take this seriously. I never was, but that stinky old towel.
He doesn't seem to care that much.
No.
He shoots himself in the hand because he is as bored as the rest of us.
You're so right. You're so right. It's like when people do that thing where they get a knife and
the
they
knife game.
go between the gaps in their fingers. He was basically doing that. He was like, I don't want to listen to you talk anymore. Bang.
Stay awake, stay awake.
But also, if someone were to say to me, hey, in that last scene, that lasted roughly 20 minutes.
That lasted roughly 20 minutes.
What were they talking about?
What were they talking about, Stacey?
I couldn't tell you a thing. I could not give you...
Why ask?
I couldn't give you any substance. I could not tell you because all they did in this film was talk in riddles and allude to things. Just say what you mean. Say what you see.
Speak up, boy.
Please.
No, they were saying what they see.
Oh, yeah.
That was an issue.
Yeah, true.
You're wearing a navy blue silk dress and your lucite jewelry. I pay attention.
You're wearing a pot de soie cocktail dress. It's navy blue. And that's your silver lucite jewelry.
Yes, it is.
I'm noticing.
So he has object permanence. He's putting in the effort.
Or is he just stating what he can see?
He's having a panic attack. 5 things I can hear. See, cocktail dress, navy blue, lucite jewelry.
I'll tell you what the problem is. I don't know how to be indifferent. I can't master this.
I'd say you're doing a pretty good job.
The whole film, she has been nothing but indifferent.
I'm too invested in this relationship. It's my greatest downfall. I love you, baby. It's just the tone. I was on board with the tone up until the point where I realized they weren't doing anything with it.
No. I don't think you can describe this as a drama, thriller, mystery. I was not thrilled.
There was no mystery.
There was no mystery. The mystery was why was this film made in the first place?
Well, the mystery definitely wasn't what the Spectre haunting society was.
No, very clear.
That one was solved right quick.
Capitalism.
Don't need to call Agatha Christie on that one.
Is it okay? Is it trying to make a comment about wealth?
Yeah. Sure.
I'm trying to find some meaning for this.
Look, I'll say that when it said at the end, directed by David Cronenberg, and then the next title, the credit card said screenplay by David Cronenberg, I won't say I was shocked.
No.
It felt very much like, ooh, someone has a artistically celebrated career and therefore can shoot his first draft without getting any feedback on it.
I agree. There were no notes on that.
No.
And it needed several.
Ugh.
I had notes.
I had many notes.
Should he have approached me and said, do you have notes on this? I'd have said yes. And we would have had a better film.
So in your vision, this would have happened. You are 17?
When was it? 2012, yeah.
They're like, David Cronenberg sitting there being like, I have a great idea for a film. But I'm worried that it won't appeal to the late teenage English market. Who can I...
The late female.
You know what? I'll call Stacey. Actually, no, let's game this out. Let's game out this hypothetical. You're 17 years old. David Cronenberg comes to you with this script. He says, Stacey, what does it need? I want to know what, to be clear, 17-year-old you is looking for. I mean, I would assume you find out that Robert Pattinson's starring. What are your 17-year-old thoughts?
Okay, Davey, babes. So you're thinking Robert Pattinson?
Yes.
Okay.
I was going to do an impression. I don't know what the man sounds like.
Okay, well, great. You know, he's on the rise. He's just immortal for elephants. Remember Me, Twilight. Really great choice. Tell me about the plot. What's your idea?
He's in a limousine.
Great. What else?
He has sex with several women.
Okay, yeah, I get that. He's quite a sought after.
None of them are his wife.
Oh, okay. Okay, adultery, all right.
Teens are fine with adultery?
Well, no, but...
Oh, teens believe in the sanctity of marriage.
I don't know what the right answer is here.
Do teens believe in the sanctity of marriage?
Look, I think... Is that the central theme of the script?
Oh, no, it's about capitalism.
Oh!
Do teens like capitalism?
No,
They
Dave,
don't?
no.
Well, that's good, because the capitalism is a spectre.
Right.
It's haunting society.
Okay.
Do you think that'll be clear?
Well, is it... How are you going to show that in your film with Robert Pattinson?
Large LED sign.
Right. So we're like, what? He's a bad guy.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah? Okay, great. So he goes on like a rampage against capital, like what?
No, he doesn't feel emotions that strongly.
Oh. Listen, Dave, I'm not feeling it, babe.
Stacey, please.
I think it needs something.
I have so many debts to the mob.
It needs something else. What are you trying to be here?
There's an extended scene where he's at a hairdresser's. By the way, the film was about him going to the hairdresser's.
Oh, okay.
And then he gets there, and then the film keeps going afterwards.
Right.
His prostate is asymmetrical.
You're not going to mention that, though? It's not...
No, it's mentioned.
Oh, like once?
At least 4 times.
Oh.
They say that comedy comes in 3s. I think prostates should come in 4s.
Okay.
Like a cow's stomach.
Is he the only one who has...
No.
No?
The man who wants to kill him?
Yep.
Asymmetrical prostate.
What's the relevance of that?
Do teens care about relevance, or do they just care about prostates?
I don't think they care about either. They care about Robert Pattinson, though, so that's good.
I'm ruined.
So that's what would have happened.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, so I think...
That's why he didn't get my feedback, because he never would have made the film.
Because it would have crushed him.
Yeah.
Imagine if you ended David Cronenberg's career.
I'm not sold on this director. I'm not.
You're not a Cronenberg crony?
No.
A Cronenberg?
I'm not a crony.
I appreciate Robert Pattinson taking on the role, because it's like, yeah, cool experimental art house director.
Mm-hmm.
I think he did all right.
He was very focused. He had a fixed point in that movie, and he stuck to it.
The eye lines were so
sharp.
They were so sharp, and they were so not directed towards the other actors.
No.
Which, again, I assume is deliberate.
But then there was that weird angle where it was like all forehead. It was from up here, and it was like all brow bone and forehead.
But, I love to see a young star not succumbing to vanity in that way.
True.
He wasn't sitting there being like, let me see the frame. Oh, no, David, we can't do that. He was like, yeah, show the forehead wrinkle. But yeah, his performance was like...
Fine.
Because at the start, I was like, yeah, yeah.
Sorry, go.
No, go.
I'm so sorry.
No, I would never speak over a woman.
Do you think... whilst we were watching it, I was like, do you think he's bored? You know when you have a role and the script is boring. The words I'm saying...
Oh my God. Just, pages and pages of dialogue.
And he's just like... Okay, Robert, we're gonna do this scene in the limousine. You're having a conversation with, and he's just sitting there like he wasn't acting. He was that dulled down because he was bored.
The character was detached and disinterested and very calm, but again, the whole time.
Yeah.
What am I supposed to do with that?
Nothing.
Even when he got pied in the face, all he did was just lick some of the cream off his face and then kick a man in the balls.
Which was so cringe. I hated it. Oh dear. Oh no.
Today you are acclaimed by the master Andrei Petrushko, the pastry assassin.
Oh my God, it wasn't an assassin. It was the pastry assassin. Assassin. The pastry assassin. Played by Sean Connery.
Oh, that's an ick.
What? Kicking a man in the balls?
Like a kick. I feel
it's just funny to me that this character kicks someone in the balls and you're like, ew.
Gross. I hated it because it was like a weak kick,
Well, as someone who did Taekwondo for many years,
yeah,
you really got to put your whole body into a kick.
A high kick? If you did a high kick, I'd have loved.
I reckon I could probably still do a spinning high kick.
Well, you have to show me.
Not on camera, because the frame's not set up for that.
Oh.
And I'm tired.
And you just ate. That's not safe. You could get a stitch. Or a cramp.
Don't do Taekwondo on camera. You could get a stitch. I also have not done Taekwondo in at least 15 years. At least, probably longer. Probably 17.
That's more than me.
You don't understand doing patterns. You don't understand the power of a key up.
Well, maybe that's why I didn't like the kick.
Well, I didn't like it either. I just wasn't thinking about it that much. You really fixated on it.
Because there was nothing else to fixate on. There's nothing else going on.
I did kind of like that it was the bit of like this thread of like there's an assassin. We've just gotten word someone's targeting you, someone's coming for you, and then it was him getting pied in the face.
Oh, it just
I appreciated that.
You liked that?
Well, except then the pier, the pastry assassin, as he called himself,
Yes.
talked about how he was the pastry assassin for about 2.5 minutes.
Multiple times.
And
He
it's
was
like-
like, I could have got the president. I used cream. I've been waiting.
It was like, yeah, we got the bit.
Yeah.
We understood the bit.
I've been waiting to do this for a long time. It's pastry. I'm a pious. Like, I know.
We understood the bit, David.
But I also feel like that's true for for every conversation. People just kept going back to their initial point and being like they would say something and then say it again, but just use different synonyms.
You know what? That's the feedback he should have got. He should have got someone to watch a cut of this.
Yeah.
Someone who'd never seen this, didn't know anything to do with the film, didn't know anything about the film, should have sat them down, screened them the film,
Yeah.
and then as soon as they understood the point of a scene, have them just go, I got it,
Yeah.
and cut.
Yeah.
Every single time that they were like, yeah, I got it, cut. It becomes a short.
Yeah. And then give it back to him, say, this is all you needed. Unless you want to explore any of these little subplots that you keep teasing, which it doesn't look like you are, this is all you need.
We're being quite patronizing towards David Cronenberg, perhaps.
Yeah, why?
Well,
Because he's melted my brain, that's why.
well, that's what he wanted. The real brain melter was the experience of viewing the film.
And that's on Capitalism.
The real brain melter, Capitalism, which is the Spectre haunting society.
Mm-hmm.
Totally clear.
Did you not know?
I've only recently found out.
This is new information for me.
Do we have anything else to add? What are our final ratings? To me, this film, one limp kick in the nuts.
Yeah. I think I was going to go down the pastry line as well, like one weak pastry to the face.
Whatever it is weak.
Yeah.
So that's Cosmopolis. I'm a little bummed. I won't lie to you.
I know. You had high hopes for it, didn't you?
I thought we were going to get into the freaky shit. But hey, we still have the lighthouse. Okay?
Oh, I'm excited for that. I mean, look.
I've seen the lighthouse. That will deliver.
You've seen it?
I've seen it. It will deliver on the promise of freaky shit.
I've not seen it. Okay. Well, that's going to be in like 9 months or something.
Yeah, we have to deliver one full child before then.
Yeah.
Do we know what's next? I have a deep suspicion.
I also have a deep suspicion, but let me confirm.
Do you have it up on your phone?
Poster boys. Okay, here we go. Oh, look, we have a folder called assets. Does that make me an asset manager?
In that we have a folder where we put all our like Instagram posts or whatever.
Yeah. Okay, right. Couple of things.
Yeah.
The next film, we will be officially halfway through his current filmography. So, how are we marking that halfway point? I hear you ask. With the Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Episode, give it its full Christian name. The Twilight Saga, Breaking Dawn, Part 2.
Oh, well done. How did you know that?
It's burned into my brain. That's... Okay, you know what?
That's the last one then, isn't it?
The last Twilight?
Yeah.
Yes. I cannot keep going over with you how many Twilight films there are. It's wildly unprofessional that you don't know yet.
5. There's 5. We've
5
watched
movies,
4
4
of them.
books. Yes. I'm actually... Okay. I'm excited for Breaking Dawn Part 2.
I thought you were going to say, I'm actually not free. I actually can't
Whenever we next want to record, I will be unavailable. Because I don't want it to go past halfway.
Yeah.
I don't want this to end.
No.
It's not like... we finished Robert Pattinson's filmography. I never see you again.
Yeah. This was a strictly professional relationship.
Can't wait to end it.
Yeah.
I'm excited because... Sort of excited. Breaking Dawn Part 2... I know potentially a massive spoilerific twist about this film.
Have you seen it?
I haven't seen it, but I know I've seen clips. And there is a part of this film that is so outrageously stupid.
Mm-hmm.
I can't wait to experience it in full context with you by my side.
Aww.
It is so fucking stupid.
Oh,
It's so stupid.
great.
And I can't wait to experience it.
I can't believe it's all going to be wrapped up with a little neat bow.
What's going to be wrapped up? Nothing's happened.
The series.
Yeah, but what's happened in the series?
Nothing.
I know.
Oh.
Oops, Siri thought we were talking to her.
No, girly. Okay, so yeah, that's our next episode,
Join us.
which will be out in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
In the meantime, where can they find us, Harry?
You can find us on all major social media platforms, including YouTube, Instagram, and TikTok. Handles on all those platforms is @PosterBoysPod. We were available on all podcast distribution services. Sorry, I've truly just forgotten what I was supposed to say. We're talking your Spotify's, your Apple Podcasts, your YouTube for video content, as you may be experiencing us right now.
Yeah.
You can like, you can comment, you can subscribe, you can share, you can
Rate.
Oh, God. 5 stars.
Right. Which we have got ratings on Spotify. We haven't got any ratings on Apple Podcasts yet. So
I think we do.
Do we?
I don't know how to find that. Apple's podcast it's where podcasts were first invented, but it's a very strange layout.
Yeah.
But
Anyway.
yeah.
Well, this was it great? No. Your company? Yes, absolutely. The film? I never want to talk about that again.
The way to kill an afternoon.
Yeah.
Kill it dead.
Gone. I will now spend the next 2 hours laying on my sofa decompressing.
Yeah. I have to go to trivia. I'm not feeling knowledgeable right now.
No.
I feel like something's knowledge has dripped out of my ears.
Have a banana. It's brain food.
This is true.
Have a banana. I've got a stretch session to get to.
We could have ended this episode about 45 seconds ago minimum.
Well, thank you so much, everyone. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
Specifically 2 weeks.
Yeah.
See ya.
Flaccid ending, if anything.
Bye.